Hello, Shane McCusker here, Intelligence Software. This is a video that I'm doing as part of a series looking at data privacy for recruiters. And it's not for IT people or it's not for legal people, it's for all recruiters because data privacy affects everybody and should be on everybody's radar for three very important reasons that I'm going to talk about today. I develop recruitment technology and recruitment software, and we spent a lot of time looking at systems to try and help companies implement these the data privacy and the procedures and policies around data privacy. So this is something that I'm really passionate about and something I really believe has massive implications for everybody in the world and recruiters specifically. Okay, reason number one, GDPR, POPIA. Lots of other legislations that have been coming in around the world. GDPR came in 2018. POPIA is sort of being implemented as we speak in South Africa. So there's legislation there, and it's different legislation but has similar principles behind it, and it's really important. And it's the law that you comply with this legislation. Whether you do or not is up to you. But if you don't comply, I mean, how are your candidates and clients going to think about you and your business? At the end of the day, this legislation is there to protect the people who give you their information. So, you know, if you're not going to do it for them, do it for yourself. When GDPR came in 2.5 years ago now, we worked with lots of our clients to help them and support them comply with GDPR. But on reflection, compliance is a fairly low threshold. It's the minimum threshold. What I'd really like to see people doing is taking compliance and building on that to do something bigger and better. And if legislation isn't in itself a reason to do it, well, that's okay, because there are two other really good reasons and probably much more important reasons that I think you should be interested in data privacy. The second one, unfortunately, is the risk to you if you do not embrace data privacy. Because, you know, when I started in recruitment, and for several years there and after, data was good. The more data you have, the better. Many recruitment agencies and certainly job boards promoted themselves based on the size of their database. Nowadays, that is not the case. Data is a liability. The more data you have, the bigger the liability. Hacks, data breaches are happening all the time. All the time. Just this week, I have found 2 of our clients' websites that have been hacked. And I wasn't even looking. It's just so commonplace. One of my clients, this happened a little while ago, sent me an email and said that their email system had been hacked and that somebody was sending out invoices to people on their emailing lists. Now, I didn't get an invoice, but I did get an email from them. Everyone got an email from them. Thousands of people. How much reputational damage did that do to them? Maybe it enhanced their reputation. I don't know, for being professional about handling a data breach. Maybe people have sympathy for it, but at the end of the day, you know, you don't really want to be that company that has to send out those emails. Data breaches can happen accidentally. Here's a photograph of a gentleman called Jeffrey Wong, who managed to get his photograph in the newspapers, and if you zoom in on the computer behind him, his password is on a post-it note. Jeffrey Wong manages the Hawaiian Early Warning Defense System and looks for early missile strikes to prevent World War III, but yet he got his password published in the newspapers. Very easy to happen. Many recruitment agencies are concerned about their staff accidentally or deliberately taking data. It's so easy to send an email and CC somebody when you meant to BCC them. That could release information you don't really want to. This, you may be thinking to yourself, well, this won't happen to me. But if you do think that, you're wrong. It will happen to you. In fact, it probably already has happened to you. If you check out the website ivebeenpwned.com, it collects data on major data breaches, and you can put in your email address. When I put in my email address has been the subject of 9 major data breaches. So where my email address, my passwords, personal information has been accessed by hackers. So my information has been around for a long time for hackers in lots of different ways. And that's just the start of it. It's getting worse. Hacking happens all the time. The consequences are reputational damage. The consequences are having to, if data is deleted, how do you get it back again? if you're subject to a ransomware attack, do you have to pay a ransom? These are things that can put businesses out of business. These are things that can affect your health. These are things that you could lose your job. They're not small consequences. These are big, big consequences. And that risk alone should make you think about data privacy and how you can improve your procedures and your operations. That's a fairly scary one. Luckily, my reason number 3 is a much happier reason, because the third reason, and probably the best reason for you to embrace data privacy, is because of the opportunities that it creates for you and your business, you as a recruiter. Think about it. What would a company that embraced data privacy look like? Well, all their data would be up to date. It would be structured. It would be searchable. It would be at your fingertips. You would be in control. You would know what's going on. But don't just think about it as data. What it actually means is that you are engaged with all the people who that data relates to. All the data is up to date. So who updated it? You keep in contact with those people. Those people know you. This is about being a professional recruiter. And if you're sitting there saying, well, that would be great if we had the time. Well, you do have the time, because all these systems can be automated. You can automatically update information. You can automatically engage with your candidates and clients in a professional manner. That is what we're trying to do with information management systems. So if you embrace data privacy, you will be a better recruiter, but you'll have more time on your hands. You will be able to focus in on the bits that need your personal attention. You will be able to make more placements with less effort. All you need is a plan, because the technology is there to do it. If you're interested in getting a plan, well, I have good news, because I'm producing a series of these videos, and the next ones are going to be looking at how you can develop a plan to improve your data privacy. If you're interested, please go to my website, intel-sw.com. They will be on the blog, and I might even write some words of wisdom beside them. You can also look at our YouTube channel, both my website and the YouTube channel you can subscribe to, so please do. If you see it in social media, please share it, add comments. I really like to know what people think about this. I don't do this stuff in isolation, so we're really interested to know if it impacts with you and see if you can action it and what you do with it, see how important it is to you. Because data privacy really is an important thing for everybody to embrace, and the benefits are there in a huge way if you get it right and you put the plans in place. Thanks for your time. I'm Shane McCusker, Intelligence Software, building technology for recruiters.